Hey everyone, welcome back. There's something about old Simpsons episodes that just cracks me up. That yellow family from Springfield seems to have a knack for predicting the future. From smartwatches to virtual reality, they've nailed it every time. So buckle up, because we're diving into the wacky world of Simpsons predictions. From 2024 predictions that came true to what might be in store for 2025, you won't want to miss this. Remember that episode where Lisa gets married? Her future husband is rocking a smartwatch. He uses it to make calls, check the news, and run his life. Back then, it seemed like science fiction. Fast forward to 2024, and smartwatches are everywhere. I'm actually wearing one right now. It tells time, tracks my steps, and even reminds me to take out the trash. It's amazing how this comedy predicted the rise of wearable technology. The Simpsons have made a ton of other predictions that have come true, and we're diving into all of them right here, right now. Remember that episode where Homer gets so fat he's forced to work from home? It was hilarious and seemed so far-fetched at the time. But now, with the rise of remote work, it feels like the Simpsons were predicting the future. In that same episode, Homer uses a virtual reality headset to attend meetings. Back then, VR was a novelty, something you'd see in sci-fi movies or high-tech expos. At the time, VR was as realistic as me winning an Olympic gold medal. It was a dream, a fantasy that seemed light years away from becoming a reality. But guess what? The Simpsons did it again. They predicted the future, and now virtual reality is a part of our everyday lives. Virtual reality is now a thing. It's not just a gimmick or a toy for tech enthusiasts. It's a fully fledged technology that's changing the way we live and interact with the world. And it's not just for gamers anymore. VR is being used in education, allowing students to take virtual field trips to historical sites or explore the human body in 3D. People use it for education, training, therapy, and entertainment. Therapists are using VR to help patients overcome phobias, and companies are using it for employee training. You can swim with sharks, climb Mount Everest, or even explore the depths of the ocean without leaving your home, or walk on the moon from your living room. The possibilities are endless, and the experiences are incredibly immersive. The first time I tried VR, I was blown away. It felt like I was really there, in another world. The level of detail and realism was astonishing. It's amazing to see how far technology has come, and that the Simpsons saw it coming all those years ago. They were ahead of their time, predicting trends that seemed impossible back then. What's next? Flying cars by 2025? If the Simpsons have anything to say about it, we might just see that happen. Knowing the Simpsons, it's probably only a matter of time. Their track record for predicting the future is uncanny, and who knows what other surprises they have in store for us. Let's talk about self-driving cars. Remember that episode where Homer buys a Canyonero? There's a scene where the car drives itself. And guess what? Self-driving cars are now a reality. Companies like Tesla and Waymo are racing to develop fully autonomous vehicles. While we're not quite there yet, we're getting close. It would be amazing to sit back and read a book while my car drives me to work. If the Simpsons predicted it, it must be true, right? They've been right about so many other things. Maybe in a few years we'll all be cruising around in self-driving cars just like Homer. The Simpsons love to poke fun at politicians. From local government officials to the highest office in the land, no one is safe from their satirical lens. The show has been a staple of American culture for decades, and its political commentary is both sharp and hilarious. Who can forget their portrayals of presidents like Trump, Obama, and both Bushes? Each caricature is spot on, capturing the essence of these leaders in a way that only The Simpsons can. Their exaggerated features and mannerisms make for unforgettable episodes. But what's freaky is how often they've predicted political events. It's almost as if the writers have a crystal ball. From election outcomes to major political scandals, their predictions have been eerily accurate. Remember that episode where Trump becomes president? It aired way back in 2000, long before anyone thought it was a real possibility. Yet, here we are, living in a world where that prediction came true. Or the time they predicted the Disney-Fox merger? That was another jaw-dropping moment. The episode aired years before the actual merger happened, leaving fans and critics alike stunned by the show's foresight. It's almost as if the writers have some inside knowledge about the future. How do they do it? Are they just incredibly lucky, or is there some secret formula they follow? The mystery only adds to the allure of the show. Maybe they're just really good at guessing, or perhaps they have a deep understanding of political trends and human behavior. Whatever the case, their track record is impressive. Whatever the case, the Simpsons have a knack for predicting political events. Their unique blend of humor and insight makes them a must-watch for anyone interested in politics. So, the next time you're looking for political insights, skip the news channels and tune in to The Simpsons. You might find that their satirical take on current events is more accurate than you'd expect. You might be surprised at what you learn. Their episodes are not just entertaining, they offer a unique perspective on the political landscape. Just don't tell anyone I told you to do that. After all, we wouldn't want everyone to know where the real political pundits are. Remember that episode where Homer goes to space? Space tourism is now a real thing. Companies like Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin offer regular folks the chance to experience space travel. It'll cost you a small fortune, but can you really put a price on floating in zero gravity? The Simpsons predicted space tourism way back in the 90s, and now it's a reality. Who knows what other amazing things the future holds? Maybe we'll all be jetting off to Mars for weekend getaways. The possibilities are endless. If The Simpsons have taught us anything, it's that even the craziest predictions can come true. The Simpsons aren't exactly known for their environmental activism. Homer did cause a nuclear meltdown or two, but they've made some eerily accurate predictions about the environment. Remember that episode where Springfield is hit by a heat wave? It's starting to feel a little too real these days. With climate change becoming urgent, The Simpsons were onto something with their depiction of extreme weather. They've also tackled issues like pollution, deforestation, and genetically modified foods. The Simpsons have a knack for highlighting important issues in an entertaining way. Maybe their satirical take on environmental issues will inspire some people to start taking action. Stranger things have happened. The Simpsons have always been ahead of the curve with technology predictions. They predicted smartwatches, virtual reality, and self-driving cars. Remember that episode where Lisa creates a website that becomes an overnight sensation? Or the rise of online dating? The Simpsons have an uncanny ability to predict how technology will shape our lives. While some predictions may seem far-fetched, they often come true. The next time you marvel at the latest gadget, remember that The Simpsons probably predicted it years ago. Who knows? Maybe they've got some predictions about the future of technology that haven't come true yet. We're all addicted to social media. It's become an integral part of our daily lives, almost like a digital extension of ourselves. We spend hours scrolling through feeds, liking pictures, and arguing with strangers. Our thumbs have become the most exercised part of our bodies. The Simpsons predicted our social media obsession way back in the 90s. This iconic show has always had a knack for foreseeing the future. Remember that episode where everyone in Springfield becomes obsessed with Springface? It was a hilarious yet eerily accurate portrayal of our current social media habits. It's basically a documentary about our current social media landscape, the constant need to check notifications, the endless stream of content, and the pressure to present a perfect life online. From the need for validation to the spread of fake news, The Simpsons nailed it. They showcased how misinformation can spread like wildfire and how people crave likes and shares. They even predicted social media influencers. Characters in the show became famous for their online personas, much like today's influencers who build entire careers on social media platforms. Homer becomes an internet celebrity after filming himself falling down a canyon. This mirrors the viral videos we see today, where people gain fame from the most unexpected moments. The Simpsons turn social media into a hilarious commentary on our society. They highlight the absurdity and the humor in our online behaviors. Maybe their satirical take on our online habits will inspire you to log off and enjoy the real world. After all, life is happening right in front of you, not just on your screen. The Simpsons have made some surprisingly accurate predictions about medical breakthroughs. Remember that episode where Bart discovers a new type of fish that can cure narcolepsy? While that prediction hasn't come true, it's not far-fetched. Scientists are constantly discovering new species with potential medicinal properties. The Simpsons have also tackled issues like obesity, addiction, and genetic engineering. They have a knack for tapping into the zeitgeist and anticipating future trends in healthcare. The next time you're feeling under the weather, remember that The Simpsons might have already predicted the cure. Maybe their satirical take on the medical industry will inspire some innovation in healthcare. A guy can dream, can't he? The Simpsons have made some pretty accurate predictions about the economy. Remember that episode where Mr. Burns loses all his money and becomes homeless? It's a metaphor for the financial crisis of 2008. The Simpsons have also tackled issues like income inequality, automation, and cryptocurrency. Remember that episode where Homer invests in Bitcoin? The Simpsons have a knack for identifying economic anxieties. Their satirical take on these issues can often be more insightful than the news. The next time you're anxious about the economy, remember that the Simpsons have been there, done that. Maybe their predictions will help you make some smart financial decisions, or at least give you a good laugh during tough times. The Simpsons continue to amaze us with their predictions. From smartwatches to space tourism, they've seen it all. What do you think will come true in 2025? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome content.